I'm Belinda Franco, your 2021 GAR President.
And I'm Kathy Colvin, your 2021 Southwest MLS President.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, how are you, Belinda?
I'm doing good. Welcome to another episode of In the Loop. In the Loop is a monthly update from GAR and Southwest MLS leadership.
It's to keep you aware of what's happened at our Board of Directors meetings each month.
Well, and last month there wasn't a lot of updates for Southwest MLS.
Right.
But this month there is. So
Right.
Thank you for coming in and continuing with our In the Loop. And
Oh, you're welcome.
go on ahead and hit us with all the new stuff.
Okay, so quite a few things happened at MLS this last week at our board meeting. We're going to have a new detail field. It's called Other Structures, and it'll have things like shed, second garage, pergola, and things like that will be in the new field. And they're also going to be moving a few things that are currently in exterior features will be moved into that field as well, like outside kitchen, shed, and things like that will be moved to that new field. It probably will be available in Flex in about 60 days or so. We never know with Flex. We submit it and then just wait till they have an opportunity to put us in the queue. So that's one thing. Another thing, we now have an appraiser on our board.
Which is fantastic.
It's great. So we needed that perspective. So what our appraiser has asked is that we put when we're closing out a file of putting it from pending into closing in our MLS. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought there. We have closing date, closing price, and then selling comments. So what they're asking for, the appraisers are asking, Belinda, is in selling comments to put that you've had multiple offers. And that way the appraisers know. Sometimes if you want to put the appraised value, they have access to FHA appraisals, but not necessarily conventional or VA and some of the others. So that's nice to put it in there so they have to reference. I know they can assume that we had multiple offers if we sold over list price, but it really does help them so they don't have to call and verify with us directly.
And you have a specific example, right?
Yes, one of my listings in Ventana Ranch sold for $20,000 above list price.
And we're seeing that quite often.
Yes, we are, all the time now. Well, the appraisal came in at the higher value. So I put that in the selling comments that we had multiple offers and that the appraisal came in at the higher price at the sales price. So that was helpful. And we all are trying to avoid as many phone calls as we can. So having the appraiser not having to call you if that information is in MLS is really helpful for them. So another thing I wanted to mention is a professional courtesy. We're hearing a lot of people just disappointed because when multiple offers are written, the listing broker is just putting the property in pending once the sellers choose the winning bid. And so so what happens is buyers are seeing on MLS it go into pending, whether it's in Zillow or Realtor.com.
They're checking right away.
They're checking constantly. So they end up knowing before the other broker that wrote the other offers know. So we're asking again as a professional courtesy to please let the brokers that wrote offers on your listing know that they weren't chosen. It doesn't have to be a long, lengthy email or text. Just, hey, they chose another offer. Thank you. And that way the buyers find out directly from their realtor that they weren't chosen instead of just seeing it in MLS.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm hoping we're trying to raise the bar in professionalism, and I think that really helps.
Absolutely. It's always good to be the realtor that you wish that you had on the other side.
Exactly.
A great example.
Exactly. So what's happening at GAR?
So on the GAR side, 1645 University, our building next door, if you've driven by or come into our building here at GAR, you've seen some construction. So construction has begun. They are doing some demolition. I actually got to swing a sledgehammer and make some damage in a wall, which was a little bit of fun. So that's happening. So just keep tuned in to see what else is going to be happening in the next coming months, because it's gonna look very different.
Okay,
So
good.
It's very exciting. The NewMexicoHomesearch.com if you don't know about it, check into it. Go to NewMexicoHomesearch.com, New Mexico spelled out, and claim your profile. And that way you can participate in the statewide Grande Open House, which is April 10th and 11th.
Right.
So that's something that's coming up.
Hopefully we'll have enough listings for a Grande Open House.
Absolutely. We want it to be grande.
Yes.
So again, NewMexicoHomesearch.com, go and claim your profile. YPN, they're doing a Kentucky Derby.
Hooray.
So it's an in-person event, and stay tuned for more information about that. It's YPN is putting that on, and YPN is the Young Professionals Network.
Right. But they still let old people like me in. So yay.
It's young at heart and young in the business, and it's a really great professional network that actually it's part of NAR.
Yes, it is. And they have a great group here. Those people should really, you should get involved if you're at all interested. Everybody who's written an offer on one of my listings that I know is a young person, I'm recommending they join the group.
Oh, fantastic. So take a look at the passport. More information is going to be in there May 1st from 3 to 5 at Revel. And that's really the biggest updates for me on this side. Just a reminder that 2021 is our centennial year for
Right.
GAR. And if you have not received your pin, check with your QB. You have a beautiful pin that Kathy Colvin is wearing. She's our beautiful model today. And your QB should have that pin for you. If you have not received it, please come into GAR. We are getting a lot of returned mail. So come in and do a member change form and update your address. And that is the biggest thing, just to have accurate information. So be sure to check on that. Just to close it out, I'm Belinda Franco.
I'm Kathy Colvin, and we're keeping you
In the loop.